All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome in to the Pick and Roll with the Presley Bros. This is a special episode because Dalton came down here to Mobile. He just was craving to do an episode with me in person. So he drove down here. Dalton, how was the ride, by the way?
Super boring ride from Tuscaloosa, but got to see the family, got to get the episode done. We got to keep things rolling here. We appreciate all the subscribers and
appreciate you guys.
All the comments we've been getting. Please tell your friends, your family about us. We're just trying to get this page big. Again, it does nothing to you, just helps us.
If you subscribe is what he said.
Yeah. If you subscribe, it does nothing to you, just helps us. So tell your friends, family.
Yes, please do. We appreciate you guys who have subscribed, who have been commenting. Appreciate you guys, and looking forward to continuing this show. Again, this is a special episode with Dalton being here in person. I'm sure periodically we will do these when he's in town. Like next week, he'll be in town for Thanksgiving, so maybe we'll do one then. I don't know. But we've got a special episode tonight, not just because Dalton's here with me, but also because we should have started at least a week earlier than we did. We kind of got a late start on this podcast. And so by the time we started this, we were already doing games that already started. We were predicting games. We were, reacting to games. So we never actually got to do like our season predictions.
Yeah.
So what we want to do to start off tonight is actually have our predictions for conference champions, conference player of the year, coach of the year, freshman of the year, player of the year, Final Four, all that stuff. So it's going to take a little while, but we want to give you our predictions on this. And to be fair, we I guess it's not really fair for us to do this because we kind of have the advantage of having 3 weeks of the season happen. So we kind of have seen some of these teams, but still, I'm like, how many times have you predicted the Final Four correctly? When brackets come out?
I think one time in all these years have I gotten it 100% right.
I don't know if I ever have. Maybe once.
Yeah, I think it was one single time. I don't remember the year. I just feel like I got it once in time, and I was so happy. But it's just so hard to get it right. So
I mean, it's still hard to know exactly what's going to happen, but we have been able to see some of these teams. So we do have a little bit of an advantage. But anyways, I think we're just going to go down the line here and predict the conferences first. So what we'll do is we're going to go down and predict who's going to win the regular season. Because remember, in college basketball, there's a regular season champ. Then they do the tournament. And there's a tournament champ. So we'll predict regular season champs. We'll predict the tournament champs. Then we'll give you our player of the year for each conference. So let's start with the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference, really talented conference. Dalton, who do you have winning this conference for the regular season?
Well, I know you said it's really, really talented conference, but I feel like the ACC has kind of fallen off in the last few years. I mean, it's still a really good conference, but I remember a few years ago, maybe probably 10 years ago now, the ACC was king of basketball. Yeah. I mean, it was the pinnacle of college basketball. But I have Duke winning again. I think their team is just too good in the ACC to
regular season.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and say tournament. I think Duke is going to win both, just like they did last year. Give me Duke to win both the regular season and the conference tournament. I just think their team is too good. I don't see anyone stopping them. I like, if we're going to give up a runner-up, I like Louisville as a runner-up. I think they have a really talented roster as well. So give me Louisville as a runner-up to Duke.
Nice. Who's your player of the year?
For the ACC?
Yeah.
Oh, ACC, I think it's pretty obvious. I'm going to mention his name again, but I'm going to say Cameron Boozer is my guy. He is a double-double machine. Carlos Boozer's son, NBA legend. Give me Cameron Boozer.
What's his brother's name on the team?
Caden, I think.
Yeah. Not near as good.
No.
It's kind of like me, better than you.
You wish.
Yeah, no, okay. I can't, you can't go wrong with that pick, like with Duke, but I am going to go with my regular season. I'm going to go with Louisville.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Louisville. I don't know. I really like Ryan Conwell, he's been in like 3 different programs or 4 different programs, but
yeah, I think so.
like Xavier and a couple others, and now at Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Brown, that freshman is of East.
Yeah.
And I like how they played against Kentucky. I like Pat Kelsey. I think they had a good year last year. I'm picking them to win the regular season. Tournament champs, I'm going to go North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm going to go North Carolina. I'm going to skip out on Duke. And the only reason I'm going to skip out on Duke is because I talked to you about this yesterday. I think Duke's a good team. There's no doubt they're going to be a good team. I don't think they're as talented as last season.
I would agree with that.
Right. And I think it's pretty clear. Like,
yeah,
Cooper Flagg is better than Cameron Boozer, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone would agree.
Yeah. And, anyways, just going down the line of the Common Malowatch last year, Con Knipple, that team was amazing. I don't think they're as talented. I think they're too young. They're missing like a guy like Tyrese Proctor. So I think that's going to come into play, and they're eventually, going to lose a few games. I love Caleb Wilson.
Yeah.
From North Carolina. He's one of my favorite players. I think he's kind of going under the radar. Maybe not under the radar, but like some of these other names get more mentioned as freshmen. He's my player of the year. I'm picking Caleb Wilson as my player of the year. I think his size and athleticism are just incredible.
ACC player of the year.
The ACC.
Yeah,
we're just doing it. It's not my player of the year overall.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like player of the year in the ACC, Caleb Wilson.
Okay, so that's what I thought.
Any other thoughts on ACC?
I see where you're coming from. I think Duke is not nearly as good. I just don't see these other teams matching up with Duke still. Even with that's just how I see it. But basketball has a funny way of proving people wrong.
That's true.
So
that's true.
We'll see what happens.
You're right though. I mean, like this conference, I guess it's a talented conference at the top, especially.
Yes.
Duke, UNC, Louisville. The Virginias of the world, they've kind of fallen off. There's not as many like elite teams, but there's probably going to be another team. Like Clemson's been pretty good the last couple of years. I don't know how they're going to be.
I don't know either.
But anyways, that's the ACC. Any other thoughts?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. Big East. Dalton, who's your just run through regular season tournament and player of the year? You just them all.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious. Every single year it comes down to the same team. Well, actually not every year because it's Villanova used to be kind of solid. I feel like they're not as solid as much anymore.
Yes.
But it's going to come down to St. John's and UConn. But I'm going to take UConn to win the regular season and the conference and the tournament. Yeah, the conference tournament. I just think they got a lot of good transfers in. They have Alex Caravan back. They got Solo Ball back.
Silas Demery from Georgia. Good.
Yeah. They have so many. Their team is really solid. We're going to talk about their game against Arizona and some keys from that game later. But yeah, give me UConn to win the Big East all around. And my player of the year, I'm gonna give it to Zuby Ejiofor from St. John's.
That's fair
because he is just so good. I'm pretty sure the only returning player for St. John's, if I remember correctly, out of the starting 5 at least, that returned and is coming back to play for Rick Pitino, one of the GOATs of college basketball. Rick Pitino is at least, but. Yeah, give me Zuby Ejiofor to win the player of the year in the Big East. Give me UConn to win it regular season and the tournament.
Okay, pretty similar. I'm actually gonna pick St. John's to win the regular season.
Okay.
I just like I like Zuby Ejiofor, but I like Bryce Hopkins.
Yeah.
Too. Transferred in and is a really good player for St. John's.
Mm-hmm.
I like them to win the regular season. Rick Pitino, like you said, GOAT, one of the GOATs,
he is.
Got some championships under his belt. So I think they're going to win the regular season. I do like UConn to win the tournament. And I think that they're, I don't know how the matchups are going to work out in the regular season, but I could see the championship game being St. John's and UConn, UConn getting the best of them in that type of environment, that type of game, just with all their talent. Player of the year, I like Zuby Ejiofor too.
Yeah.
The way he played against Alabama, dude, he was killing them.
Yeah.
He was the preseason player of the year for the Big East. I like Zuby to win that. Any other thoughts on the Big East?
I mean, Zuby Ejiofor can kind of do it all too. Yeah, I mean, he showed a lot of flashes. He hit some threes, hit some mid-range, and Bama could not handle him on the inside for sure.
No.
So he's a really tough guard, especially if he finds that shot. It's going to be hard down the line to step up and he's gonna blow right by you. He has a good handle for a big man.
Yeah, I like Zuby.
Yeah.
Okay, so Big East. That's our predictions there. Big Ten, Dalton. Who's your champs and player of the year?
All right, I think Big Ten basketball is always really good. I mean,
it's a good conference.
It is one of the best conferences, top to bottom. So many teams are good. So many teams can make a run. I like Purdue, Michigan, or Illinois. Those are my three teams that I'm going to say are at the top.
Well, think about that: Purdue, Michigan, Illinois, Michigan State.
Yeah,
they have looked.
Yeah,
good.
Michigan State has looked good.
But I know what you mean by those top three. Those are good teams.
I'm going to say Purdue wins the regular season, and I'm going to go. I don't know if it's like a shocker or an upset, but I'm going to pick Illinois to win the tournament because usually a team that most people don't expect. Not every time, but I feel like usually a team, at least in one of the conferences, a team that doesn't expect to win or maybe is like kind of a shocker to win, it wins it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to choose Illinois to win the Big Ten tournament, but Purdue to win the regular season. And I'm going to take Braden Smith as my player of the year in the Big Ten. He's just too good. Yeah. I think you're probably going to say the same thing. You just can't not take him. It makes no sense when he's just as good as he is.
Crazy is I the exact same thing. We didn't even look at the guys beforehand. We really didn't even predict these together beforehand. But I've got Purdue winning the regular season. I've got Illinois winning the tournament, and I've got Braden Smith as my player of the year.
Nice.
I do kind of think about Trey Kaufman-Wren as a player of the year, also from Purdue. He's just he's a beast down low. But the reason why I like Illinois is they've got some weapons, man. Like I'm watching that game, we'll react to Alabama, Illinois in a little bit too, but like watching them the other night, like Stojakovic, that dude is really good. They've got the David Mirkovich dude who's a solid player. I mean, I like them in a tournament environment. If they need guys to step up and got guy after guy after guy, I like Illinois to get it done. So I'm gonna go with Purdue regular season, tournament champs, Illinois, player of the year, Braden Smith.
Yeah.
So
I did not know you. I did not. We did not. Again, this is not set up at all. Yeah,
hey,
I did not think you. I did not think you would say Illinois.
Okay, Big 12, Dalton.
My personal opinion is that this is the deepest league.
I agree.
This year,
I agree 100%.
I think the SEC was last year for sure.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. But think about it.
I have some teams written down:
Arizona, Houston, Iowa State, BYU,
Texas Tech,
Kansas. I mean,
Baylor, Arizona State. I mean, that's just the beginning. And there's so many other players, so many other teams that we just named a few teams.
It's insane.
The Big 12 is insane this year.
It's going to be insane.
I had a really hard time deciding on this one the most. I'm going to say Arizona for the regular season. They've looked like the best team. They've looked like the best team in the country so far, in my opinion. But I'm going to take BYU for the tournament.
I can see that.
I think BYU is really good. And as I've said before, I'm really high on BYU. I love Kevin Young. I love what he has going there. So give me Arizona for the regular season, BYU for the tournament. And my player of the year is JT Toppin from Texas Tech.
Dude's a freak.
Yeah, he's insane.
I don't know how you can't pick him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I agree. I think the Big 12 is the deepest league. I think it is. I mean, just team after team could. I mean, they're going to beat up on each other.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, they're just going to beat up on each other all season. I'm going to pick Arizona to win the regular season and the tournament.
Okay.
So I got Arizona both. Just I don't know if I would have picked this before the season, but seeing them now, this is why I was saying like kind of have a little bit of like seeing them. The only thing I guess that does kind of worry me is can they sustain this success throughout an entire season? Because like you talk about peaking at the right time.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hope they're not like already reaching their peak and it's like they're going to fall. Anyways, that's what I'm going to pick. My player of the year is going to be JT Toppin, though. I mean, he is going off. I think he's averaging like 24 and 12. We should have checked that, but like
I'm trying to look that up.
JT Toppin is just an animal. And I don't know how good Texas Tech's going to be compared to last year. They were really good last year. I was really high on them last year. But he's the player of the year for me in the Big 12. So Dalton's looking up those stats here for JT Toppin.
Trying to figure out.
I think it's 24 and 12. Go back over there. Okay, there you go.
24.3 points per game and 11.7 rebounds per game.
So about 24 and 12.
Yeah, I mean, you're about right.
It's just, and I don't think that's going to drop off a ton, to be honest.
No, I don't think so either.
He showed all year last year that he's that good. Okay, so SEC. This is a really interesting conference.
Yeah.
Because last year I think it was easily the best conference, the deepest conference. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think it's still a good conference, still a really good conference. But Dalton, what are your picks there?
So I think the SEC is really good as well. Not nearly as deep as it was last year. There you got Florida, Tennessee, Alabama, and Kentucky. Even though they haven't looked great, those are still like the top 4 teams, I would say, in the SEC this year. And you never know. I mean, so many teams in the SEC could just come out of nowhere. I think Missouri's a solid team. Auburn's a solid team. There's just so many teams in the SEC that are good. But I'm going to say Florida wins the regular season, even though we've talked about that we're not as high on them. I think that they are just too good still. Between Xavier Lee, Boogie Fland, Alex Condon, and Thomas Houck, just those 4 guys alone, I don't know if any team has like that kind of caliber, that kind of caliber guys at 4 deep. I mean, like, I really don't. I mean, Bama has good guys. I just don't know if I don't think they're that good for 4 people at least. And I'm going to take Tennessee to win the tournament. Rick Barnes, I think he's finally going to get it done. He's going to get it over the hump. He's going to get over the hump, and he's going to win the tournament. I don't know how he's going to do in the March Madness, but Florida to win the regular season, Tennessee to win the tournament, and my player of the year, I have Keshawn Hall from the Auburn Tigers.
I think he has similar statistics to JT Toppin right now.
Yeah, I think he is averaging 23 or 24 and 12 as well. He's been a beast.
He's been a freak
transfer from UCF.
Yeah, really, really good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting league this year. I'm interested to see how some of these teams bounce back from success last year, how some of the teams that, there's only a few teams who missed out on the tournament. Yeah. Like LSU was one of them. I'm curious to see how those guys bounce back. My regular season champ is going to be Tennessee. I like this Tennessee team with Jacoby Gillespie transferring in from Maryland. Got Nate Ament. They've got, Felix Akpara was a defensive stopper last year. And a couple other guys back. I really like this team. So I think they're going to win the regular season. I'm going to pick Alabama to win the tournament.
Roll Tide.
Yes, Roll Tide. When it comes to these tournament games, I like to lean on guard play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like if you've got really good guard play, it can take you a long way in the postseason. And I love the way, Alabama's guards have started off this season. LeBaron Philon, Aiden Holloway, Latrell Wrightsell. And now they're going to get Jalil Bethia, who's been injured. He's not even played yet. But they've got some other really good players. And Keaton Bristow came back last night and played really well against Illinois. I like Alabama to win the tournament. And my player of the year is going to be LeBaron Philon.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
I think he really is like an NBA guard. I don't know if he'll, start in the NBA like next year, but just the way that he plays, man, it just seems like he can get to wherever he wants on the court pretty much whenever. He struggled a little bit in that Purdue game, but he's played really, really well, and he has takeover ability like he did against Illinois. Yeah. That was impressive. So LeBaron Philon's my pick. If I had another pick, it would be Keshawn Hall from Auburn. Yeah. So
I mean, speaking of LeBaron Philon, I guess we can talk about this later, but he went on real quickly. He went on a 9-0 run by himself last night.
He was really good.
He's an incredible player, so I don't blame you at all for that.
Let's see, if you had to rank these conferences, I know we didn't plan on doing this. Where would you rank these conferences? I picked Big 12 first.
Yeah, for sure.
Easily.
Yeah, Big 12 first.
Big 12 first. I think I'd do Big 10 second.
I'm going to do Big 10 second as well.
And then I think I would do SEC.
ACC.
I would do Big East.
Oh, I do ACC, then Big East.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
My personal opinion, ACC, then Big East.
Yeah.
Because
you only have St. John's and UConn.
And UConn, that's really it.
I don't know.
I mean, Villanova is solid. I watched them play at the beginning of the year against BYU, but
That's probably right. Yeah, Big East is last.
I think ACC is just a little bit better overall.
Creighton, I don't think Creighton's the same team they used to be.
No, they got destroyed by who was it?
It was Gonzaga.
It was Gonzaga. Yeah, it was Gonzaga. We talked about that a little bit.
Yeah. So at Big 12, Big 10, SEC, ACC, Big East.
Yes. Yeah. And I'll stick with that. And then I guess I don't know. I don't know who I would throw right behind that if we were saying maybe the West Coast Conference or the American.
Well, West Coast, that's another. That's going to be another good league just because you got Gonzaga and St. Mary's. And we thought about doing that one, but it would be, we'd pick Gonzaga. We'd probably pick Graham Ike to be, the player of the year. But I'm curious to see how these conferences play out, and that'll be interesting. We now want to move into looking at player of the year overall. Like we're talking about out of all the conferences, who's going to be the player of the year? Actually, let's before we do that, let's do freshman of the year. So who's the newcomer into college basketball? Dalton, who's your freshman of the year?
My guy is Koa Pete for Arizona.
Yeah,
he's
been good,
incredible. He literally, I think all these freshmen can do it all, but since he's a big guy, it makes it a little bit better for him because he's huge. He's a big guy.
Yeah,
but he. Multiple times last night against UConn, he was bringing the ball up the floor, starting their set.
He had a solid game.
I'm pretty sure he had 16 and 12.
Something like that, yeah.
Last night against UConn, who's one of the best teams in the country. Obviously, we see that. But give me Koa Pete to win Freshman of the Year. And we want to do Player of the Year too? Or do you want me to?
I'll do Freshman of the Year now, and then we can do Player of the Year.
Sounds good.
Mine's going to be Caleb Wilson. I already said this.
Yeah.
I'm just really high on this guy. His size and athleticism are striking, man. He's really, really special. And again, I think he's kind of going a little under the radar with these bigger names like Cameron Boozer, AJ Dibansa, Koa Pete, right? And he's kind of that other guy there. Darren Peterson's mentioned, but man, Caleb Wilson. Again, we talked about this, that what stood out to us out of the first week, the freshman class. This may be the most talented freshman class that there's ever been in college basketball. I know that sounds like an exaggeration, but
no, it's insane.
This freshman class is insane.
Yeah.
So
it's absolutely crazy.
Caleb Wilson's going to be my pick from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So
I do want to say something. I know a lot of you out there who may be watching, if you are, a lot of people are going to be like, well, I can't believe you're not picking AJ Dibansa. The reason why it's not because I'm not high on AJ Dibansa. I think he's very high on him. I think he's an incredible player, but he has so many other players around him who are really good too. We usually have Freshman of the Year. I guess Cooper Flagg won it last year, and he had a lot of good players around him too. But usually a Player of the Year type player is someone who's kind of having to do it all on their own, almost. Not exactly what I mean, but
I know what you mean.
I think that's 6A. I hope everybody's trying to get what I'm saying. He has Richie Saunders, Kava Keita, and some other guys that are just really solid for BYU. I don't know a lot of players on North Carolina's team. Arizona's team is solid, but Koa Pete, I think Koa Pete is easy. Sorry, my goodness, I can't speak. He's either the best player on the Arizona team
Spit it out, bud.
or the second best player. My word. Sorry, I could not speak there.
It's all right.
For a second.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not. This is not a knock on any of those other guys.
Yeah.
I think all of these guys are going to be really good all year. Would not be shocked if Dibansa wins it. Would not be shocked if Darren Peterson wins it or any of these guys. Boozer could even win it.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm going to pick Caleb Wilson. Now, let's move on to Player of the Year. Overall, out of everybody in the country, who is going to be the Naismith Player of the Year? Or I guess there's a Wooden Award too.
Yeah.
But let's just do one player here.
Yeah. I think it's JT Toppin from Texas Tech. He is, if they had MVP in college basketball, it would have to be him. Because you're going to see this as it goes throughout the season. I promise you will. You take JT Toppin away from that Texas Tech team, and they're probably bad.
They're going to be bad.
Just bad. And that's really what makes an MVP is when you lift your team up so good that you're now a top 15, top 25 team all season because you're that good at basketball.
Yeah. That was my pick.
Yeah.
I had JT Toppin. Last year he was amazing, and he's even better this year, which they lost some guys from last year's team. Williams going over to NC State.
Why? I have no idea.
Yeah. I actually think, well, I'll mention that in a second. But JT Toppin's a freak. I think he'll win Player of the Year. Braden Smith was one that I thought of too, but he, to me, is one of those guys that he can have really good games and just have like late in that game against Memphis, he had 5 points.
Yeah.
Which is again, we have the privilege of knowing some information, but he's a great player. I mean, he's definitely one of the best point guards, Player of the Year candidate.
Yeah.
But I think JT Toppin, the only thing that worries me about them is sometimes I think Texas Tech might lose several games in the Big 12.
Yeah.
And the more they lose, the more I think that they're people who are voting on these things are our team's not doing as well. Kind of Player of the Year kind of goes with the success of the team.
That's true.
So anyways, those are our predictions there. Now I did have this question. This is kind of off the cuff here. We didn't discuss talking about this. Is there a team that's kind of like a dark horse team out of these conferences? Maybe a team that you could see that not many people are talking about that could make a run and that could do some big damage in their conference or in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. One that comes to mind instantly is Arizona State. I can't remember the game that they just played.
Arizona State?
Arizona State.
Really?
Arizona State.
Arizona State?
Arizona State.
Dude, whatever.
They played. I can't remember.
They played Gonzaga, and it was decently close.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was gone. Yeah, that might have been what it was. They played
Gonzaga
somebody
was winning the whole game. Well, not the beginning, but
they played somebody really close recently. I think they're pretty solid. It's kind of my sleeper team in the Big 12 this year. And you got brother of Dan Hurley, Bobby Hurley, as the head coach over at Arizona State, who is a great coach in his own right. Now they lost to Gonzaga 77-65, which I mean it's not super close, but I think Arizona State could make some noise this year in the Big 12.
That's a bold pick.
So we'll see how that plays out. I could be completely off.
Good luck, bud.
Hopefully it'll play right in my favor.
That's tough. Anyways, hey, listen. Honestly, at this point, I don't think any predictions kind of ridiculous because in college basketball, the most random things happen. Listen, I'm going to say in the Big 12, but Iowa State is a team that sticks out to me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is a huge dark horse because everybody knows they're a good team, but I do think they could be overlooked by teams like Arizona, Kansas, Houston, so on and so forth in the Big 12, BYU. But man, they've still got Tamin Lipsey. I'm looking at their roster right here. Joshua Jefferson, the Momcilovic guy who is back again. They've still got some really good players. I think this could be a dangerous team. And I feel like when they don't have the expectation on them, they can maybe perform a little bit better. Because last year they were number 2.
Oh yeah,
and
they were really
up there.
high.
So I'm looking out for Iowa State. That could be a team, to watch out for.
Yeah, I mean, last year they were beating Auburn by I think 18 at half, if I remember correctly, and they ended up losing the game.
Was that the Maui Invitational?
Yeah, somehow they ended up losing that game. I don't know how you choked that badly, but it is what it is. I'm just being honest.
It happens.
I'm just being honest. They sold that game away against Auburn. I mean, Auburn was a great team last year, and if I had to pick another team, honestly, the Auburn Tigers. I'm going to take back what I said. I thought they were going to be pretty bad.
This is for Bronson Wheeler.
Yeah. Bronson, if you're watching or you happen to, if I clip a video, sorry, I apologize. I honestly think Bronson. I said Bronson. I honestly think Auburn could be a sleeper team this year. They played really well against Houston. They had a scare against Bethune-Cookman, but they're going to be a solid team.
Which is wild. I looked. Bethune-Cookman lost to Miami by 40, 101-61. I don't know how that happened. It's college basketball. It
is. Oh my, 101-61.
Look,
it's crazy.
Watch out in the Big Ten for Michigan State. And I know that's not necessarily a dark horse, but again, I think it's one of those teams that could get overlooked by even Michigan. Yeah. I think people are higher on Michigan, Purdue, right? Illinois, even.
Mm-hmm.
I think Michigan State kind of goes under the radar because they're not one of the most flashy teams. They're not one of the most athletic teams, but they are one of the most well-coached teams. and they're going to give effort. And like they whooped Kentucky the other night. We're going to talk about that in just a minute.
Yeah.
But man, that's another team that I would say we need to kind of watch out for there in, around the country, to be honest. So, all right. Final four.
Yeah.
Final four picks. Man, this is so hard. Like, I don't even know how you like predict it like this, because like there's always I feel like there's always a random team, except last year. Like, pretty much like all the,
all the ones made it,
which has only happened like 2 times in the history or 3 times in the history. Like a couple years ago, we were talking about Alabama made it as a 4 seed. NC State made it as an 11 seed. They barely made it in the tournament. They had to win the ACC tournament to get in on a miracle play in like the semifinal. Anyways, so like there's going to be a random team, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So
odds are
these are going to be off, but we're going to pick the Final Four. Dalton, who's your Final Four? Let's go ahead and do it all. Do your Final Four, your championship game, and then your champion.
Mine's not super random. I think it might be a little bit of a stretch. I got North Carolina, UConn, BYU, Michigan. And
I like that.
Weirdly enough, I think I'm going to do a rematch game in UConn versus BYU, and BYU gets the win in the rematch.
You've been so high on BYU. At least you're sticking with it.
Hey, I like BYU. I really do. I really like Kevin Young. I love their team. I love the hustle. As long as their defense can come around to their offense, they are going to be a really, really good team.
Oof, that's the big if. But with Dybanta and Saunders, Keita, I think they could make some noise for sure. Any other thoughts on Final Four?
No, not really.
Okay. My Final Four, I've got, man, and I don't even know, but I got Arizona, Louisville, Houston, and Tennessee. Okay, and I am throwing Tennessee in there. I told you that I'm picking them to win the regular season. Yeah. I'm gonna finally predict that Rick Barnes gets over the hump and gets to the Final Four with Tennessee. There's always expectations there, and he always falls short, it seems. But I think this team could have a little bit more of an offensive profile compared to the other ones. With Nate Ament, Gillespie, I like those 2 guys, and some defensive guys. They're still going to be an elite on the defensive end. Yeah. Like that's just what they do. But I think that they can get over the hump this year, get to the Final Four, and I don't think they've been to a Final Four. Tennessee men's basketball.
I don't know if they ever have. I don't know if they ever have or not. But I know Rick Barnes has not been with Tennessee. He has not been with Tennessee for sure. I know that,
no, he definitely hasn't.
Yeah.
So, my championship game is I'm even bouncing back and forth right now with these 4 teams. I'm going to go Arizona and Houston in the championship game. And I'm going to pick Houston.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Houston to win it all.
Come back.
It's going to be a comeback year. I know it's hard to get back to the Final Four. It's even harder to get back to the championship and win it. But I really like the freshmen on this team this year. And again, kind of similar to Tennessee, I think their offensive profile can be even better this year with Kingston Flemings and Chris Sinak Jr. combined with guys coming back like JoJo Tugler, one of the best defenders. You've got Milos Uzan and Emmanuel Sharp, who round out that starting 5. I think they can get it done. I think they're going to be battle tested. They're going to have several losses going in. I think maybe not even be a 1 seed. They may be like a 2 seed or 3 seed. But I like them to get there, and I like them to win. To be honest, before this, I had Arizona.
Yeah.
Like winning it all, but just sitting here, I'm trying to go a little bit outside of the box.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So
I think that's a solid choice.
All right, kind of similar to what we were talking about. Is there a dark horse team that you could see winning it all?
If I don't know, even though I had it in my Final Four, I guess my kind of dark horse is Michigan. I don't know if you count that as a dark horse, really.
Man,
I'm not sure. If
that's fine.
I'm not sure if that really counts. If it doesn't, then I don't really have anybody else. Maybe honestly, if I'm not saying Michigan, I would say Michigan State. Tom Izzo has not won a championship
in a long time.
I think
Big Ten hasn't in a long time.
Yeah, it's either 2000, 2001, or 2002 since the last time Tom Izzo won a championship. So it's been over 20 years since he's won. And I think that he might could get it done this year. Their team is really solid. They really hustle. And if they play like they played against Kentucky all season, they're going to be
insane. We're about to talk about that.
They're going to be a scary team. So I'll say Michigan State. To do like a little bit more of a darker horse, I guess, than Michigan. I'll say Michigan State, and I love Tom Izzo anyways.
That's a good. I think Michigan State's a good one.
Yeah.
Just based on what's happened. I'm trying to think of like I don't know if this is super dark horse either, but I'm going to throw out St. John's just because of Rick Pitino and, they got Zuby Ejiofor and Bryce Hopkins. I think they could do some damage in the tournament. They fell short last year, and maybe they can get back on track this year. And I'm going to throw out Alabama. I mean, we're Alabama fans, so maybe there is some bias here. But, I mean, again, you go back to the guard play, but I love the addition of Bristow, who brings some toughness on the defensive end. You still haven't had Jaleel Bethea play yet.
Nope.
So you haven't even seen the full potential of this team, and they've already had 2 really good wins. So at this point, it's really hard to predict.
Yeah.
But those are our final 4 picks. Hopefully some of these will pan out.
Maybe one of them will.
So
that'd be pretty cool.
Let's transition now, guys. Hey, leave us a comment. Leave us your questions, suggestions on that. Give us your final 4 picks. Give us your champions, your freshman of the year in the comments, and we'd love to comment back with you. We like to do that in the comments.
Oh yeah.
So feel free to comment that. I'd love to see everyone's predictions. What we want to get to now is there's been some huge games since we last met on Monday. So we want to react to the Champions Classic on Wednesday or Tuesday night, rather. And then we want to react to Arizona at UConn and also Alabama, Illinois. And then we'll wrap up the show. We're not going to predict any games because there's not a ton of huge games over the weekend. But next week on Monday, we'll have an episode.
Yeah.
And that'll predict Feast Week, which is all the big tournaments, like these early season tournaments. We'll predict those on Monday, like the Players Era Festival, Maui Invitational, and all that good stuff. So Michigan State versus Kentucky. I mean, Michigan State dominated these dudes. And by the way, my picks, I'm struggling. Dalton is whooping me on these picks. I think Dalton, did you say you went 4-0?
I went 4-0 on these picks.
I think I went like 1-3. So
yeah, I did really well.
Michigan State just dominated Kentucky. I mean, from start to finish. Man, I mean, just thoroughly. So go ahead and throw out your thoughts on this.
If you were watching the beginning of the game, they asked Tom Izzo, like, "Hey, what would you like to see from your team?" And he said, "I just wish we could see some baskets fall." And he got his wish. He did. They shot 50% the whole game, the whole entire game. They shot 50% from 2 and from 3.
Yeah.
In all 3 games Michigan State has played, they made 13 threes. So the first 3 games of the season, they made 13 threes. In the game against Kentucky, they made 11. So they almost tied They almost tied their season high.
Yeah.
And let's look at rebounds for a second. This is going to be a big story for a couple games that we're going to talk about. 42-28, Michigan State out rebounds Kentucky.
That's the rebounding.
And I did tell Tucker, if y'all remember, I told Tucker Michigan State's big man is going to be the difference. Jackson Kohler is a beast.
You did predict that.
He is a beast. He might not. Tucker mentioned he's not going to be a good NBA player. I'll agree with that.
It's so weird. Like
he's not.
He doesn't look athletic. Like I don't know. Like he does not seem like a typical star, but like he is really good. Yeah. It's so weird, man. I just don't get it.
He's a great player. What are your thoughts on this?
I don't even know where to start with Kentucky, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't want to overreact, but like I'm almost at the point where I want to hit the panic button for Kentucky and like on this whole season.
Oh yeah.
But I know we're super early, so like things can turn around. There's no doubt they're going to win some big games, but in their big games so far, they've lost to Louisville pretty handedly. I mean, Louisville was winning that whole game, and even worse to Michigan State, and they don't even look like remotely decent, like at all. I really, really worry about this team. They're getting out rebounded which means they're getting outworked. They're not playing good defense. You're giving up 83 points to Michigan State, who's not really known for their offense.
No, exactly.
And they shot really well in this game. And you could say, oh, well, of course, Michigan State did that in the game against us. But you could also say, well, maybe it's because of you that they shot this good. Like, you're not good at defense. Like, that's the problem. I don't know, man. Like, looking at this team, like with Otega-Oweh and Aberdeen transferring in, Mohamed Diabate transferring in. I mean, it's a solid team. I think people got so hyped up on Otega-Oweh coming back, and they're like, oh, this team's going to be amazing. And they're just flat out not good.
Yeah.
Read that quote from Mark Pope.
Yeah, I was going to get to that in a second. This is what Mark Pope had to say after the game. You can go look this up on the internet. I pulled it straight from the internet. He said, "We're far away from a team that we hope and aspire to be. We're really disappointed and discouraged and just completely discombobulated right now. So we just have work to do."
That's about as bad as it gets to start the season.
Yeah.
Discouraged, discombobulated. There was another one.
Disappointed.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this. Every single year, I feel like there's a team that everybody is hyped up on before the season, and they completely fall short. Last year it was Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
They started off as the number one team.
Yeah, you're right.
They literally fell out of the polls.
Yeah, they fell out of the top 25.
Fell out of the top 25. They were like a 7 or 8 or 9 seed in the tournament. They lost to Arkansas, I believe it was, in the tournament early on.
First game.
It happens every year, and I'm wondering if it's Kentucky's that team, because like people were saying SEC champs, they could be Final Four good. They are not at this point. Not at all. Now I know you can grow, you can get better, but man, they got handled. Michigan State looks like the more complete team. They look like a team that plays for each other, and that's like Kentucky's more athletic. Yeah. They are more talented, but Michigan State is the better team. They play better together. They have a better cohesion already. They seem to click better. The coaching seems to be better. Tom Izzo. Yeah. Makes sense. Better coach than Mark Pope. He is. I was really impressed with Jeremy Fears. Jeremiah Fears' brother. Yes. From Oklahoma last year, this outstanding freshman. He only had 8 points, but 13 assists. He was making plays all over the court. Yeah. Kohler's really good. Cohen Carr, super athletic. This is a good team. And
50-inch vertical for Cohen Carr.
That dude can get up. That dude can get
50-inch vertical.
Dude is a freak athlete.
Just to think about Otega-Oweh, he was the high scorer for Kentucky with 12 points, and he shot 4 for 12.
Yeah,
4 for 12.
He had a bad. And he's just not been good.
No,
he's just not been. I think too much is on his plate, to be honest, and the expectations getting to him.
Yeah.
Listen to this, dude. Off the bench for Michigan State. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different players got in. Now, a few of those it looks like scrubs who got 1 minute.
Oh,
but still, that shows you that they were winning so badly they could even put in their scrubs.
Yeah.
Man, Kentucky, I just don't even know. From where they started the season, where we thought they were going to be to where they are now, it's not.
Yeah,
looking
good. It's not. So my question is, what's the problem? Like that's the question Kentucky needs to start asking too. It can't be the talent. It can't be.
You're right. They've got talent, but you did say when you look at the starting 5, it's not like when I look at their starting 5 compared to Duke or Kansas or BYU or a number of other teams. It's like, that team, it looks good, but it's not like, whoa, that's an amazing starting 5. Like, that's going to be incredible.
That's something funny. It's a guy, it was an announcer. He goes, "Man, Brandon Garrison is trash." And the guy said, whoa, you shouldn't talk about players like that. And he goes, "My bad. You're right. The way Brandon Garrison plays is trash." He's the starting center for Kentucky. It just made me laugh so hard.
It's like, no offense to Garrison, but he's not that good.
He's not good.
I thought he was going to be a better player because he had flashes last year. He's just not that good. I just don't know. I don't know what else to say. They have some talent. Otega-Oweh is obviously talented. Okay. I think Denzel Aberdeen is actually probably their
best player right now.
Best player, to be honest.
As of right now, for sure. He had a bad night too. 1 for 8.
Yeah, Mohamed Diabate is a like he's not going to do anything offensively.
No.
Can't shoot the ball. He's not going to be a scorer. He is just a motor guy. Like he's just going to get you do the tough stuff. I mean, like I don't know, man.
He might have one of the ugliest jump shots. Mo Diabate, 0 for 4 from 3, 4 for 9 overall.
Yeah. This team's I think they're going to struggle all throughout the year. They're going to win some games because, they do have some talent.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the best, but like they do have some talent. Otega Owe is a good player. But man, I think we're talking a lot about Kentucky, but like Michigan State shocked me.
Yeah, we kind of trashed them.
I'm going to be honest. Like I was just shocked by how well Michigan State looked. And again, I just think it's all about coaching.
Yeah.
Because this is not like a team that you put out on the floor. You're like, dude, these guys are studs. Like, you look at Jackson Cole, he looks like a scrub, to be honest. Like,
he does not look like
so does Carson Cooper, the other big guy out there.
Yeah.
Like, but they're good. Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And Cohen Carr really can't do anything except jump. I mean, in reality, I'm being so for real.
Okay.
The great thing about Jeremy Fears is he really is a true point guard. I mean, like he's like Chris Paul. Pass first mentality is what I mean.
Yeah.
Is what I mean. Him and the other point guards of the old who were like a pass first mentality. Jeremy Fears is just like that. He wants to get the assist. He wants to help his team out. Michigan State played really, really well. I don't know if they will play that good again all season though. I mean,
we'll see, man.
I'm being honest.
Kentucky I don't even know. We'll just have to check back in on them. They have bigger games coming up. Like,
let me just look
their
real quick.
schedule does not get easier. Like they still have some other teams.
Let me just look.
They have to play North Carolina and Gonzaga. Like,
back-to-back games, and then they play St. John's as well.
They might lose all 3 of those games. They really might.
They play Indiana too. I don't know if Indiana's solid this year. But
they're gonna lose. They might lose that game too. Like for real.
Yeah, as of right now,
Indiana's actually. I think they're gonna be pretty good.
They need to win one of those games though. Kentucky does at least one. You got to get away with one of those.
Okay, how long have we been going? 47 minutes. Okay, dude.
Oh wow,
I'm getting tired. And my kids have long been in bed here.
Dad life.
Yeah, they were in bed when I left. Okay.
Which one are we moving on to?
Duke versus Kansas.
Okay.
Duke versus Kansas. I picked Kansas in this game, right?
No,
I picked Duke. What am I saying? We both picked Duke. Mainly, well, I think we would have picked Duke even if they had Darren Peterson, Kansas. But like, Dalton, go ahead and you can kick us off. I need to pull this one up. On mine.
I will go ahead and say first off I'm gonna say hats off to Kansas. They played, even though they lost by 12, final score 78-66. Duke over Kansas.
They played really well in the first half.
They played really hard and really tough without their best player.
Yeah,
Darren Peterson is it's not even close to me. I think Flory Badunga is good, but he is a one-trick pony. Layups and dunks. That's it. That's all he can do.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's a bad player. He's a great player, but that's all he can do. When you're missing your best player, it's hard to win. I think Duke is just too good. I would have picked, like I said, I would have picked them anyways. They ended up there was no big gap between stats here. I mean, Kansas shot 21 threes, only made 4 of them. Duke shot 20.
Whoa, wait, what? They shot what?
21 threes, only made 4 of them.
4 of 21?
Yeah. 19%. But then Duke made 7 of 26, 27%.
That's not great.
So it's not great either.
But they've got a higher output. Their
points off turn,
looking at it right
points
now.
in the paint. Like everything is pretty close. I just think Duke is too good. I mean, Cameron Boozer had a good game again. Shocking.
Say he was 7 of 17. He didn't start out good in that game.
He didn't.
I think he's trying, like, from 3-point in particular. Like, I know, like, it's like these days, it's like, oh, if you play basketball, you have to shoot a 3-pointer. Like, you have to have a 3-point shot. It's like, I feel like he's almost trying too hard to be a 3-point shooter.
But he hit 18 and 11. Another good game for Cameron
he's
Boozer.
He's a great player.
He's a really good player, but
look,
just too much to handle, I think.
I agree. I learned more about Kansas though. Like I really thought without Darren Peterson, blowout. But they were in the game the entire game pretty much. Like they had a chance even down the stretch, and just like at the very end of the game, like the last few minutes, they just kind of let it slip. And Duke, like you said, was too much. there was an insane 3 hit. I can't remember who hit that 3 at the end. I want to say it was maybe Sarr hit a 3, and like I think the game was like only 2 points, and he hit that 3, put him up by 5 or something like that. I mean, it was a kind of changed the end of the game. But I really like what Kansas did. I think if Darren Peterson would have played, they could have won this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. I really like this Trey White guy.
Oh, he looked great.
Who played? He's a senior for Kansas. He played really good in this game. He had 22. I also like the Rosario kid. He only had 4 points, but he was really tough. And I believe he's a freshman.
Do we know where Trey White came from? He's not a Kansas player, is he?
No, he would have to have been a transfer, I believe.
I think he is. I just can't find out where he's from.
Just type in Trey White.
I'm trying to look it up. All right, let me look it up real quick.
But
Sorry.
Like Duke, again, I've already said this. What worries me about Duke is every single year they have to rely on freshmen. And this year in particular, I think it's like there are so many freshmen that they're having to rely on. I know there are some, returnees from last year, but none of them who were like elite players. Like Cooper Flagg's gone, Con Knippel's gone, Common Malawach is gone. So anyways, go back to the last page and just read that little paragraph at the top. It should kind of tell you there.
Where?
Anyways, I don't know. We're trying to figure out about this Trey White guy from Kansas. But he played.
He played at Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was good. Council Jr. was really good.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him. He played at Illinois.
Sorry.
But yeah, Duke just they've got a lot of talent, and they hit some big shots down the stretch.
Yeah.
I still think I'm not as high on Duke as other people are.
No, yeah. I mean,
their freshmen worry me. I just don't think they're as talented as last year.
Yeah,
still a good team.
I don't think they're nearly as good as they were last year. Isaiah Evans had a pretty solid game. He had 16 points.
He's a good player.
He's probably their second best player. I don't see anybody else.
Dongba's good too. Now, I will say this: out of the Champions Classic, if you could have played Michigan State versus Duke, I would take Michigan State.
Oh yeah,
they look to me to be the most impressive team out of the Champions Classic. Now, as the season goes along, that my mind might change on that, but they look the best to me out of all those teams. So, all right, let's move on. Last night, massive game between Arizona and UConn. Arizona goes to UConn and beats UConn. I mean, Arizona now has wins against the defending national champs in Florida. They've got a win against UCLA. They've got a win against UConn all the way from home. Now, I think those other two were neutral site games.
Yes.
But this game's at UConn, and you win. They're now number 1 in ESPN's power rankings. I saw that today. I don't know how they couldn't be. They're easily the most impressive team early on. What are your thoughts?
Well, they looked really good. I mean, I said on Monday, I think, or maybe the episode before that, I said I think Koa Pete is easily the best player on that team. I might have to take that back. He is one of the best players on that team, but Jaden Bradley has been so good for that
Alabama
team.
Transfer.
And he is definitely the leader of that team.
No doubt.
He took over towards the end of the game and hit a huge basket to go. UConn took the lead late, and then Jaden Bradley went right back down and took the lead from them. They kept the crowd out of the game pretty much the whole game. Not obviously there was times UConn got into it, but that's a big key. If you can keep the crowd out of it, it's a lot easier for you to play. Just some quick stats here. Again, rebounding. I said it was going to be a big deal. Arizona, 43 rebounds. UConn, 23.
Yikes.
Yes. 43 to 20.
These rebound disparities are crazy this season.
43 to 23.
That's bad.
That's pretty much the game there. You can tell them why. I can't remember the guy's name. So
Terrace Reed Jr. did not play for UConn. And
yes.
You want to talk about UConn's best player? He may be UConn's best player.
Yeah.
And he transferred from Michigan, and he's their leading scorer so far this season. He's a really good player. So missing him, I think, really, really hurt them. I mean, obviously, hurt them. I mean, I don't know how you could say, but you're still at home.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like, you have the home court behind you. I still think it's an impressive win for Arizona. Had they had Terrace Reed Jr. at home, probably would have won this game,
Yeah.
UConn. But still, you got beat by 20 rebounds. They still probably would have lost a rebounding battle at least.
Yeah. Real quick, just another thing about that rebounds. 2 players from Arizona, Mo Krivas and Koa Pete, just them 2 alone out-rebounded UConn.
Yeah.
26-23. So, like, that's really bad. You got to get on the boards. I mean, we've seen some really big rebounding. What was the word you used?
Disparities.
Disparities.
Or discrepancies, like whatever you want to say.
I didn't know what the word was, honestly. You can make fun of me in the comments.
Please do, guys.
But that's just bad. Bama's got to box out. Actually, just everyone has to box out. We do not see.
Why'd you say Bama has to box out?
Because Bama was the same way.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, all these teams are the same way. They don't box out. No one boxes out anymore, and it's so annoying. You just gotta, we got to box out. If you just box out regularly, this wouldn't be the case. Sorry.
Here's the wild thing about this. I'm looking at Arizona. Can you don't even look? Don't look.
Okay.
Don't look. Can you guess what they shot from 3-point?
Oh, I saw that. I saw it. It was 2 for 10.
2 for 10, and they still won this game.
Yeah.
Only shooting 10 threes. Like, that's not the modern, college basketball these days, Like, what? Points? You can say that. You don't have to whisper it.
Sorry. I thought you wanted to.
No, go ahead.
Points in the paint. Arizona 42, UConn 24. Yeah. Almost doubled up on
I think I was looking at it last night as the game was progressing, and I saw the points in the paint. I'm
almost doubled up on the points in the paint as well. And Arizona, what's crazy is, UConn's right in it. Even losing by 4 with all of these things, like if I told you these stats, if I looked at you and said, all right, a team's going to get out rebounded 43-23. They're going to get outscored in the paint 42-24. You're going to choose the other team instantly. And yes, that team still won, but they were only down by 4 points. Like, they had it.
If you saw those stats, you would pick Arizona?
Yeah, you'd pick Arizona. Like, if you'd be like, okay, this is what's going to happen. You'd pick Arizona, but UConn had a chance to win it.
They did.
In the end, they did.
Without Terrace Reed.
Yeah.
But still, I still think it's an impressive win for Arizona to go on the road at UConn in a raucous environment.
Yes.
Raucous. You know what that means?
I don't.
Okay. All right. A crazy environment. And
use normal words.
Okay. All right. Whatever. A crazy environment. Okay. And they, they were able to pull out the victory. So
let's not take anything away from Arizona. I don't want to do that either. Like, I'm not trying to do that. I know you're not. I'm not trying to do that. No. Arizona is a great team. I think they look like the best team in the country.
They got to be number 1.
Have to be. They should.
You could jump Purdue and Houston, in my opinion.
Oh, they should, 100%. After this win, they should jump Purdue and Houston. They have the 3 best wins. 3 back-to-back. Not back-to-back, but
here's what worries me about Arizona is their shooting.
Yeah. Because
even when, I know this is one game, but when you look at them, I don't think you look at them and be like, dude, you got a bunch of 3-point snipers there, man. Like,
one guy.
Like, are you talking about Del Orso?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really.
I don't know anybody. And so, if there's going to be a game where they have to crawl back in it, or if they've got to make some big shots down the stretch, who's going to do that? I don't know. We'll see. But this is still a really, really, really good team. So, all right, we got to move on because we've
been talking forever.
We've been going on for a long time. Let's talk about one more game here. Alabama goes up to Chicago. This was a neutral site game. But they did play last year in Birmingham, and it was a neutral site game.
Yeah, that's true.
It was kind of like a home and home, but on a different court. Alabama goes up to Chicago and beats Illinois 90-86. A wild game, dude. This was a really, really Alabama's played in some really entertaining games already to start the season. So, what are your thoughts on Alabama and Illinois here?
Bama's thing is hard hat basketball. If you watch Bama basketball, you see Nate Oates talking about the hard hat points. That's just a thing that they've made up, pretty much hustling points. And this was the game that I would describe as the perfect hard hat game. Everyone was hustling.
It did look like a really good effort.
Everyone was giving effort, and you're probably going to talk about them too. I'll just say it briefly so I don't steal all your thunder.
No, say what you want to say, dude.
Keaton Bristow, first game we got to see him play. I said, when I saw him transfer over from Tarleton State, I told Tucker this. I said, what in the world are we doing getting a guy from Tarleton State. I've never even heard of that school. I never even heard of it.
Or Raucous, or Disparity.
Yeah.
Or no,
right. So I was like, this guy's not going to be good. He'll probably set the bench. He came in and he played so hard, played so well. I mean, Bama finally got the rebounds really close, 38-40. Illinois still won, but only by 2.
No, much closer.
Only by 2.
Much closer.
They shot 13. Bama shot 13 for 36 from 3. Illinois shot 11 of 32. I think the
biggest stat is the free throw line to me.
Yeah.
Like
free throw line, 17 of 23.
Illinois went 13 of 22.
Yikes.
Like 17 of 23 is, it's. I mean, of course you want better, but
as a team, that's solid.
Like, yeah, of course. But like 13 of 22, you're missing 9 free throws. You're almost at 50%. Yeah. Like you missed 2 other free throws, you're at 50%. And it's weird because Illinois has some talent.
Oh,
that Stojakovic, Peja Stojakovic's son, Andre Stojakovic, that dude was dominating Alabama. They could not stop him. Put him on the free throw line, brick.
He missed.
He cannot hit a free throw. I think he went like 1 of 5 from the free throw line.
I think he made 2. I think
2 of 5 or 2 of 6.
Like
it was terrible.
It was bad. Wait, I have it right here. 2 of 5.
That killed them. Their free throw. The free throws have they struggle with that.
Yeah.
But Alabama just hitting big shot after big shot. LeBaron Feiland did not have a great first half. Second half, and especially down the stretch, he showed that he can take over a game. You said it earlier. He had a 9-0 run on his own. That was huge, man. I love to see that. Of course, Alabama fans, we love to see that, like a win in this type of situation and somebody taking over like this. But I'm going to echo what you said. Keaton Bristow, Brad Underwood, who's the coach for Illinois, came out and basically said the difference was Bristow. His effort, his rebounding, and even scoring. He almost had a double-double in this game. I mean, I think he had 10 and 8, something like that.
Let's see.
I mean,
you're right, 10 and 8.
He was really, really good, and I'm so thankful to have him as another kind of big guy. This was a huge win for Alabama. I mean, that's 2 top 10 wins for Alabama to start this season. So one of the things that stood out to me was the reffing. The officiating was atrocious in this game. I mean, they're calling 46 fouls in this game. I mean, it seemed like in the second half in particular, there was a whistle. And one's called all the time. I'm like, refs, guys, let these men play.
I don't understand that either.
But, man, Alabama, I think is going to be sticking around the top 10 pretty much all season, just based on what we've seen so far. So it's going to be a really, really good team.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Andre Stojakovic, no one could guard him.
No one.
He went 11 of 16, and he was taking over that game late. We talk about it. We talk about it over the phone, like texting each other. And Tucker literally said, "You're letting one guy beat you."
Literally,
that's exactly.
That's literally what was happening at the end of the game.
Yeah,
they could not stop him.
No one could guard him.
I also wonder, why does Illinois have all these foreign guys? Every year, literally, they have 2 Avicic brothers.
Yeah,
they've got the Merkovich, they've got Petrovic, they've got Stojakovic. All these.
Yeah,
and they're all good. It's I don't know where they're going to get these guys, but anyways,
I don't know either. Brad Underwood must have some connections too.
I don't know.
to overseas.
This overseas pipeline going to Illinois. That's their transfer portal. So anyways, it was a really, really big win for Alabama. I'm looking at some of these games tonight. Looks like Texas Tech and Wake are tied at 70 with 4 minutes to go. We'll end and go watch into that. Purdue barely beat Memphis. I mean, 9-point win, but it was really close.
Oh, it was. Down the stretch, they were only up by 1.
Yeah.
Down close to the end.
Yeah. So we don't have time to really dive into this, but I want to say one other thing. Arkansas is another one of those teams that's really, really worrying me. If you didn't see this, Arkansas, A, almost lost to Samford. Then B, should have lost to Winthrop. I think the refs really gave Arkansas the game.
Oh, yeah.
There. Winthrop did kind of choke down the end, but what? I just don't even know what to make of Arkansas either with Coach Cal.
Yeah.
Very disappointing team so far. But
I said it last episode too. Everyone always talks about Coach Cal being like one of the best coaches ever, and I'm just like, what has he done to prove that he's one of the best coaches ever?
He won like one championship.
Recently,
with
what has he
Davis.
done? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that was 13 years ago, by the way.
Yeah,
13 years ago.
It's been a while.
So, he made it to the Final Four. I think with Julius Randle. I think that's the last time.
They made it with Cat.
Oh, you're right. They did.
Anthony Towns and them. Yeah,
they did.
So.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some good teams, good things, but he's just, I don't know. There's something about
always
him.
Underperforming.
Yes.
It seems always underperforming.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We still have welcome to the show on the screen. I completely forgot to click through the things. All right,
it's all right,
guys. We're still learning on the fly. Hey, thanks for joining this special episode. Leave us again some comments. Leave us your Final Four picks, your Player of the Year picks. We'd love to chat with you. Appreciate all you guys tuning in, and look forward to seeing you again on Monday. God bless.
Yeah, I mean, if you made it this far, I'm going to say it again. Please subscribe. Please share with your friends. We're just trying to grow this channel. We love college basketball, and we want to share our love for college basketball with you. We've seen some of the comments. We've seen some of the love that y'all have given us. We really appreciate it. I've been really excited. I don't know about you. Every time I see a comment, I'm like, let's go. Come on. Because it's just cool to see it. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to clip some videos, but